You know what, brother? The creed of every man should just simply be to keep pushing and trust the process, man. To keep pushing and trust the process. Because at the end of the day, man, you got to understand that nobody has it all figured out. Nobody has it all figured out, bro. People can make it look like they have everything figured out, but nobody has it all figured out, brother. At the end of the day, we're all just striving to be the highest versions of ourselves. Striving to be the highest versions of ourselves, man. So every man's creed should just be like to keep pushing and trust the process. And I will say this, man, the first thing you have to understand, bro, is that life is not going to always be on 10. I know we can get on the World Wide Web and in the book and the tube and everything else, and it seems like everybody's life is always just going. But y'all know just as much as I know, man, that's not true, bro. Everybody goes through something. Whether it's, some family issues are taking place, or whether it's some financial issues or some health scares. Everybody has some kind of thing that they're going through, right? So just understand, man, the first thing is stop comparing yourself to everybody else that's pretending their life is perfect, and just keep your eyes on, like I always say, keep those blinders on and keep it pushing and trust the process, man. But the thing is, like, you have to be pushing, though. You have to be pushing. And when I say you have to be pushing, what I'm really saying is we have to keep ourselves, we have to always keep ourselves in uncomfortable positions. That's what a growth is, man. It's easy for a man to get a win at an early age and reside in that win and just call it good. But what he'll soon find, man, is over time, whether it's 6 months, 6 years, over time he'll find out that he's just slipped back into the mindset and energy of common men. He loses that desire to walk in the image and expand like the creator, man. So keep yourself in uncomfortable positions. In other words, man, we have to be men that are calling plays outside the norm. Like, if you aren't calling plays in life, where you say, bro, if I don't hit this win, like, it's gonna be life altering. It's gonna change the dynamic of my life if I don't get this win. Like, I'm gonna call a play outside of my norm. I'm gonna do something different. But if I don't win, it's gonna affect me. My bottom may fall out. So that's what I'm saying. Trust the process, man. And really, when I say trust the process, man, all I'm saying is trust source, trust God, call it what it is. Trust God, man. Like, it just makes no point to play this whole game and not at some point say, in other words, what I'm saying is, let's go as hard as we can go at all times. But at some point, man, you gonna hit a dead end where you say, you know what? Like this is as far as I can go. And if source don't kick in at this point, I'm done. I'm gonna tell you, man, that's a scary scenario to be in. But brother, that's where life is right there, man. That's where life is, man. In a circle, I say last week before last, I was just talking about this too, man. I was talking about when Moses went and freed the slaves and found himself at the edge of the sea. In other words, he said, you know what, I've done everything, man. I listened to the voice, I walked in my I am, and here I am, man, with the enemy behind my back and a vast ocean in front of me. Like, what am I to do now, man? And the thing is, a lot of us as men are scared to put ourselves in that position. Bro, that's a scary position. That's a scary position, man, when you've called to play and you put yourself in a situation, you do all you're supposed to do. You do all the preparing, you do all the reading and the meditating and all that stuff. And then you find yourself in a situation where the difficulties are creeping up behind your back. Your Pharaoh is on your ass, in other words, and your means of escape is a vast ocean. Bro, that's a scary place to be in. But like I'm saying, man, that's where life is. That's what elevation is. You know what I'm saying? That's where we build that faith, man. And once we can get used to that feeling when you're standing at the edge of that sea like that, bro, life will start lifing for you. Life will start lifing for you, man. But we have to get used to putting ourselves in that situation. Meaning call some plays, bro. Make some decisions that it's like, man, I'm gonna make this decision. Even though I don't fully understand how I'm gonna accomplish that mission, I wanna be in the energy of expanding. I wanna be in the energy of trusting that source that I say I always trust. It makes no sense to say you trust that source and trust source energy if you never put yourself in a situation where you can only get that victory, you can only get that win, if source kicks in. You know what I'm saying? Playing it safe ain't trusting source, bro. Playing it safe ain't trusting source, man. And I'm gonna tell you, man. When you call, like I said, man, when you call those plays, man, well, source has to kick in at some point in time for you to get the win. That's living, bro. It's living, man. Like there's no greater feeling. There's no greater feeling, and it's just a matter of. To be honest, man, it's just it all comes down to our emotional state. It all comes down to those things we talk about when it comes to self-mastery. It all comes down to us really knowing that source is what it says it is and does what it says it does. It's all a matter of us trusting the laws that govern this world. That's really all it comes down to, bro. Those are really the things that eliminate that fear when we find ourselves in that spot. You know what I'm saying? Having the ability to sit there at, at a dead standstill where it's like, man, I don't know where to move from here, and I hear my Pharaoh coming up on me. That's what calms that energy, bro. Just sit still and say, you know what? Just say, you know what, man, I understand this whole thing, brothers. This whole thing is nothing but a simulation. This whole thing is nothing but a video game. Like the truest part of myself is not even here. Like all these challenges, like I'm really desiring this because I want to play the game of life. I really understand that if I just keep governing myself according to the laws that run this world, everything is going to be all right. Like this is what a man desires. He desires to be in that hard spot, brothers, because like again, that's where life is, man. Like I've said a million times, nobody wants to play a game with no challenges. You think you want to live life on rookie mode? You think you want to live life on private mode? Private mode is boring, man, and there's no expansion. You don't want to live your life being a spectator the whole time, man. And then get to the end of the game where the final seconds are paying out and you say, oh, dang, I didn't even play the game. Like, I didn't even play the damn game. So, man, all I'm saying is, brothers, like, let's just stay in the mindset of pushing ourselves, trusting the process. Pushing ourselves, trusting the process. Learning something new. I've been doing the same thing for a whole year. I've been doing the same thing for 5 years, 10 years. Like, is this life? I'm going to spend the next 30, 40, 70 years doing this? Experiencing life on wash, rinse, and repeat? Like, when am I going to step outside of this box? Like, I don't know any other way to live, man. At this point in life. Like that comfort life, that comfort life left me in my 20s, bro. That comfort life left me in my 20s, man. Always be pushing, brothers. Always be pushing, man. Always be looking for that level up. Live in a state of gratitude, but never be satisfied with this is it. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it pushing, brothers.